I analyzed hundreds of digital products on Etsy to answer one question: which ones are actually making the most money right now? And while some of the results were exactly what I expected, there was one product hidden among all the Canva templates and printables that has made over $2 million, and I can almost guarantee you've never considered selling it. So today I am breaking down the 5 highest earning digital products on Etsy right now. For today's video, we're going to be using Profittree. If you've watched my channel for a while, you've probably heard me talk about Profittree before because it's the product research tool I use whenever I'm looking for new digital product ideas on Etsy. And they recently launched a brand new feature called Rupert AI, which takes all of that Etsy data a step further. Unlike generic AI tools, Rupert is trained specifically on Etsy. It's powered by Profittree's database of millions of Etsy data points collected over the last 3 years, so it gives you recommendations based on real Etsy marketplace data. Think of it as your own Etsy-trained AI agent. Let me show you what it can do. For example, let's click on Find Winning Niches. All you have to do is type in the niche or product you want to research. Let's use wedding templates as an example. Rupert will then ask you a few follow-up questions to better understand what you're trying to accomplish. Once everything's filled out, just click Let's Go and Rupert will start analyzing the data for you. And just look at everything Rupert was able to generate from just a few answers. Right away, it tells you whether this niche is worth pursuing, gives you estimated revenue figures, highlights some of the top performing shops and products, and even breaks down why they're succeeding. Honestly, I was really impressed by how much useful information it pulled together in just a few clicks. You know, it's the kind of research that would normally take hours to do manually, but that's not all Rupert can do. You can also compare 2 product ideas side by side. So if you're deciding between 2 different digital products and you're not sure which one has the stronger opportunity on Etsy, just enter both ideas and Rupert will analyze them. You can also use it to discover new listing ideas. Just tell Rupert the niche you're interested in and it'll suggest promising product angles based on what's currently performing in the marketplace. And if you've already decided on a product, Rupert can even help you draft your listing. Simply enter what you're creating and it'll generate a title, description, tags, and even pricing guidance based on real Etsy marketplace data. The best part is that Profittree also offers a lifetime plan for just $67, so you pay once and own it forever. No monthly subscription required. That gives you lifetime access to Profittree along with a set number of Rupert AI credits so you can try out all of its features. And if you find yourself using Rupert AI more regularly, you can always upgrade to a paid monthly plan for even more credits. If you do, use my code YALE26 to get 50% off your first month. I'll leave my link in the description box below if you would like to check it out. Now let's dive into the 5 highest earning digital products on Etsy. If you ask me which digital product has the highest earning potential on Etsy right now, my answer would be website templates. Now, I know this isn't necessarily the easiest product to create, especially if you're a complete beginner. There's definitely a learning curve. But if you're willing to put in the time to learn it, I think it's one of the most worthwhile digital products you can create. First off, the barrier to entry is much higher than something like an Instagram template or a wall art printable. And when the barrier to entry is higher, naturally there are fewer people competing in that space. Next is the pricing. Website templates can sell for significantly more than most digital products on Etsy. You can easily price them for over $100 each. So instead of needing dozens of sales every month, you could potentially only need 1 sale a day to build a really healthy business. Now, the great thing is that creating website templates doesn't necessarily mean learning how to code. Platforms like Shopify, Wix, Showit, and Squarespace are all largely drag and drop builders. I've personally built websites on every one of those platforms without knowing a single line of code. So while there's absolutely a learning curve, it's much more about learning the platform than becoming a developer. Now let's look at the data. If we search Shopify website templates on Profittree, right away you can see the revenue these listings have generated. Many of these are already 5 and even 6-figure listings. And remember, that's just one listing. Imagine having multiple website templates in your shop all bringing in sales. And it's not just Shopify. If we look at Wix templates, we're seeing similar numbers. Showit templates, also doing incredibly well. Squarespace templates, same story. So regardless of which platform you choose to specialize in, there's clearly demand across the board. And if you eventually want to take it a step further, you can even offer custom website design services. Those obviously require more work because you're creating something specifically for each client, but they also allow you to charge hundreds or even thousands of dollars per project. So if you're looking for a digital product category with serious earning potential, website templates would easily be one of my top recommendations. They're not the easiest product to learn, but if you're going to invest time into mastering one skill, this is definitely one I'd put near the top of my list. 10 out of 10, no notes. Now, the next product is one that completely caught me off guard. I'll be honest, I had never even heard of this digital product before researching this video. I actually stumbled across it by accident while searching through Profitry, and when I saw the numbers, my jaw genuinely dropped. These were some of the craziest revenue numbers I came across. And the product is Twitch emotes. Emotes? Is that how you say it? Now, if you're sitting there wondering, what on earth is a Twitch emote? Don't worry, I was asking myself the exact same question. So I did a little bit of research before filming this because I wanted to make sure I actually understood what I was talking about. In simple terms, Twitch emotes are essentially custom emojis that streamers use on their channels. These can be used in chat, and they're designed to match the streamer's personality or brand. Think of them as custom emoji packs. Now, one thing to point out is that the listings I'm looking at here aren't editable templates. These are custom emotes, meaning the seller is creating them specifically for each client. But even so, just look at these numbers. The top listing has generated over $2.1 million in revenue. The next one, $1.7 million. The one after that, another $1.7 million. Then $1.5 million, $1.3 million, $1.1 million. Honestly, what? I genuinely couldn't believe what I was looking at. Now, I do want to say that this isn't a product for everyone. Most of these sellers are talented illustrators, so if drawing isn't your thing, this probably isn't the niche I'd recommend. But if you are an illustrator watching this video, I honestly think this is one of the biggest opportunities I've come across. Please monetize that skill. And the opportunity doesn't stop with emotes either. Once you're creating for streamers, you can also expand into other streaming assets like overlays, webcam frames, and other graphics that help creators build a professional-looking channel. So if illustration is already your strength, this is definitely a niche I'd be taking a very serious look at. Next up, we have business spreadsheets. Now, I've talked about spreadsheets on this channel before, and I genuinely think they're one of the best digital products you can sell on Etsy. There are lots of different spreadsheet templates you can create, but if I had to pick one category with the highest earning potential, it would easily be business spreadsheets. You know, business owners are a really great audience because they're already used to investing in their business. If they see the value, they're far less likely to overthink the purchase. And if you look at the data on Profitry, you can see exactly what I mean. This top business spreadsheet bundle has generated over $200,000 in revenue, which is incredible. Now, here's something I didn't expect to find. Etsy seller bookkeeping spreadsheets are actually selling incredibly well too. I'll be honest, I didn't even know this was a thing before making this video, but once I saw the numbers, it made perfect sense. If you're an Etsy seller, where are you most likely to shop for tools that help you run your Etsy business? Probably Etsy. I mean, I do the exact same thing. I've bought plenty of digital products from Etsy myself because that's where I naturally go to look for them. And that's a great reminder that sometimes your best customers are people who are just like you. Now, just like website templates, there's definitely a learning curve here. You've got formulas, automation, dashboards, and then there's making the spreadsheet look aesthetically pleasing, which is honestly a skill on its own. It's not something I've mastered myself yet, but if spreadsheet design is already a skill you have or one you're willing to learn, I genuinely think this is one of the highest earning digital products you could sell. Next up, we have Notion planners. Now, I know what some of you are probably thinking, Yale, aren't planners already an oversaturated market? And honestly, yes, they are. But here's the thing about saturated markets. A saturated market usually tells me one thing: there's proven demand. Most of the time, if lots of people are selling a product, it's because there are also lots of people buying it. So yes, it can be more competitive, but it also means you're entering a market where people are already willing to spend money. The key isn't avoiding competition, it's finding a way to create something that stands out from the crowd. And one type of digital planner that I think does exactly that is a Notion planner. Notion has become one of the most popular productivity platforms out there, and I completely understand why. I use it in my own business, and the variety of things you can build with it is honestly incredible. If we look at the data on Profitry, you can see Notion planners generating 5- and even 6-figure revenues. And one thing I really love about this niche is just how many directions you can take it. I'm seeing life planners, business planners, wedding planners, freelancer planners, and honestly, you could keep niching down even further. So if you're looking for a digital product with proven demand and endless opportunities to niche down, Notion planners are definitely one I'd seriously consider selling. Next up, we have branding kits. You know, we're living in a time where more people than ever are starting businesses, whether it's an Etsy shop, a Shopify store, a coaching business, or a freelance service. Almost every business needs a brand identity. And that usually starts with things like a logo, social media banners, business cards, and other visual assets that help a business look professional. Because the reality is people do judge a business by its branding. A cohesive brand can make a business feel much more credible and trustworthy than one without a clear identity. And that's exactly why branding kits continue to be such a strong category on Etsy. Now, what's really interesting is that if we look at the data on Profitry, the highest earning listings are custom branding services. Just looking at my search results, the first 8 listings have all generated 6 figures in revenue on Etsy. That's absolutely incredible, and it tells you just how much demand there is for branding. Now, if you don't want to offer custom work, don't worry, you can absolutely still make great money selling editable branding templates instead. Not every business owner wants to hire a designer. A lot of people simply want a professionally designed template that they can customize themselves inside Canva. Now, one thing I don't think enough people realize is that you can get incredibly specific with branding kits. For example, you could create branding kits specifically for Etsy sellers, complete with logos, shop banners, receipt banners, listing photos, and PDF delivery files. You could create branding kits for Shopify stores with website banners and promotional graphics. So if you're someone who enjoys graphic design, branding kits are easily one of the highest earning digital products I'd consider selling on Etsy. And that's a wrap on the 5 highest earning digital products on Etsy. Hopefully this gave you a few ideas or maybe introduced you to a few products you didn't even know existed, because it definitely did for me. If you'd like to do your own research, I'll leave my Profitry link down below. It's the exact tool I used throughout this video to find all of these products, and it's currently available for a one-time payment of just $67. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It really helps my channel. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!